The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. Step towards the Super Bowl begins. We're off in the first of 4 divisional round games. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10.
Come on. 60 Bison.
Looking to throw right away. Finds him on the crossing route. And this one doesn't go far.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Let's go. 70.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Big strike downfield to Judy. This is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No look on his first look of the game, so it'll be second down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. So we'll take possession in enemy territory as that return gets him across midfield.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pitch, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Richardson on first and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Bronco 19 Lions.
Here's Richardson. He's got it near the 10. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts parlay the interception into points. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive. That's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
Fox now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10.
Here's 1st and 10.
Go! Viking 18!
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. That's caught. Here's Quinshaw Judkins. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Ready!
Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Great pay. There to take him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
We send a man in motion. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. The Browns are lined up to punt. Back deep for the Colts is Anthony Gould. He's got it at the 24. He lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield.
The return men always think they're breaking the next one for a highlight reel touchdown. They've got to have that confidence. But sometimes that confidence leads to recklessness. It's a fine line. And they can get it punched out trying to do too much. That almost ended up the wrong kind of highlight.
Ready! Night!
1st down throw here from Richardson. He's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. New set of downs for him. He'll start at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Ready!
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
On the jump!
A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on 1st down.
Cougar 19!
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And this is gonna end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
Go!
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds, looks like right at the midfield stripe. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Let's go now!
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
It's more now, it's Richardson. Downfield to Warren, he's got it. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a big gainer here as he picks up 20. That is good for an Indianapolis 1st down. No doubt they're taking a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Here we go, here we go! 60 box ready.
On the counter, it's Taylor. He dodged the tackle. And they are saying excellently. This is down to the 18. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Ready!
Taylor again. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
He takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take a 13-0 lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
York tacks on that extra point. And the Colts drive out to an early 14-0 lead. this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Going wide receiver run to start this series. And they push him out just as he gets back to the line. 2nd down coming up.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and, more importantly, put into execution on the game field.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Shout Lions.
Now Sanders. Throw left side. Finds Fannin. This is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. Brought down by Rodney Thomas.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Capture 11.
Sanders now on 3rd down. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. Our score, 14-0. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this.
Ready, set.
We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. On the give, here's Judkins. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Ready. Cougar 19.
Here's Sanders now. A little screen pass for Judkins. And he's able to reach the 40s on that play.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, like even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Browns 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. And they're all over him. He can't even get that 2nd throw away.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
Emptying the backfield here. The offense going 5 wide on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Kevin. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. This is a heater going deep. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 4th and long. Mitch Wisnowski headed back out as they'll punt it away once more. defense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Did this defense ever need that or what? Just a step in some kind of right direction. Hopefully now they can build on that sack and claw their way back from this pretty slow start.
3rd and long. It's Richardson. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
Those are exactly the plays, Kate, that the corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
Feels this clean at the 30. Jukes away from one. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
48-yard line.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Handoff headed left. It's Judkins. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Could lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They kick the running back in motion. Sanders back to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And they get this down to the 28. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up 2nd down. Going again here, Sanders. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's looking deep once again. And he will have them a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns make it a one-score game in the 1st half. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Browns 7. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Mustang 19. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Gets this one to Pierce. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. So just a minute 57 now remaining, Brock, in quarter number 2. It's the Colts holding the lead here at Lucas Oil. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
To throw, Richardson. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Back. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Richardson on first and 10. Short pass brought in. And they take him down right along the 30.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second down carry for Taylor. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Got it. Ready?
6 yards to go here. It's third down.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Here we go. Shot. Cougar 19. Ready?
To the air on third and long. To the right, reeled in by Downs. And he takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts grow their lead just before halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Fox now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Finds him on the crossing route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
On first down, here's Sanders. He's throwing deep to the left side. Brought in inside the 20. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Tight ends on his first and goal, thinking run or play action. Here's a design run. And he stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's second and goal. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. It's second and goal.
Ready? Bronco 80.
Finds him quickly on the RPO. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns make it a one-score game before halftime. Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Browns chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Browns 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to get this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. Here comes the final play of our first half.
70 range. Come on, come on. Hey, grab 19. Hey, cut 19. Cut 19. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Final throw before the break. Warren brings this one in on the slant. Then he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. Let's find our AFC Championship on the line. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Starting the third with Taylor. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Back to Taylor on second down. He's still going at the 30. Racing down the left side. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Such a magnificent run. Quick story time. My first NFL star, Ricky Watters, does the same thing. Gets the ball inside and near that goal line. And I get in the huddle. Ricky says, give Ricky the ball. Time to give Ricky the ball. You pay off a running back after such a tremendous effort.
Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it'll be second and goal. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. All right, so defensively, you've seen 2 throws now. You turned both of them away. It seems fairly likely you have another one coming up here on third and goal.
It does, and I think defensively, now you've really got to protect against the QB extending the play. Right after a couple incompletions, Kate, you know as a quarterback, if it's not there right away, I better be creative to try to find 6.
Hey, check that, check that.
He's keeping it, gotta get it forward. He runs it across, touchdown! The Colts grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. You're good on the point after. And the Colts take a 3-possession lead.
31. Browns 14. Jack Fox set to kick off.
Fox now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Stephanie! 19, Tiger, 19.
Running back sent in motion. Oh, he has somebody. It's caught. And he's in. Oh, the double pass stuns him and ends with a touchdown.
Touchdown, Browns.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
40 extra point.
Slow snap, and they're in to block it. The Colts have it. And they're on him quickly to contain that trick play. They had their eyes on something bigger there, no doubt. After seeing his point after blocks, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Here's Gould on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Return. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes first and 10.
Ready?
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Getting out to his left. Now he takes it. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Go! Vikings, 60 Eagles, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready, ready, hut. Ready.
Back to throw, here's Richardson. All the left side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
First down throw here from Richardson. Downfield to Warren, he's got it. He gets loose down the right side. And they're going to have first and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line.
It's a gain of
They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And this is an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts taking a 3-possession game. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the Colts push their lead to 18.
Colts 38, Browns 20. Jack Fox set to kick off.
Fox now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 20.
I should probably start a hit, boy, because I got other hits, boy. Other Jake, you got a chip.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Look at that power, deep left side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jalen Johnson with the pick. They're going to be set up with first and goal after that INT.
I know he started to play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Blitz is there, and he goes down. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. That's a situation where you got to know on first down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just find a way to throw that sucker in the first row.
18, Rattler, 18.
Here's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
70, go.
Third and goal for Richardson. This one's caught. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. York now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Colts continue piling onto this lead. Fox now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. First and 10.
Let's go now.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That one's cut on one. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. And they get it back. A huge play continues. Touchdown. The Brown. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. That right there was impressive, Brock. Even with the fumble, absolutely no panic on his part. Finding that football, keeping the play going, and taking it in for 6.
I am just hearing my old offensive coordinator, Tom Moore, say whoever plays the hardest the longest wins. And that's what you got to do. You got to play harder. You got to play longer than your opponent. And when you get an opportunity, go seize it.
And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Finds the in route complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
And the Browns first down.
To the air on first down. Sanders. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns shrinking the lead some in the third. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns make it an 18-point game. They're in full comeback mode already here in the third. An onside kick coming up. And the Colts are able to bring in the kick. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. They've got first down here from the 36.
18 Cardinal, 18.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Thrown all the way to the end zone here. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. It slips through. Second down coming up.
And with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Going with the screen to Taylor. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Get up. 18, 5, Cowboy 80. 79, Brook.
On the shotgun, it's Richardson. That one nabbed by Warren. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone block inside the 15. It's 16 yards on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts grow their lead yet again.
27. Jack Fox set to kick off.
Fox now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Working out of the gun. Sanders. He's thrown deep to the left side. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Thrown knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go, Jack. 70 Timberwolves.
Here's Sanders now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. It's Browns football. Their season down to its final quarter if they can't erase this lead. The Browns are lining up to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
They start on the ground. Taylor. And the drive starts out small. Just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Ready, ready.
They go again with Taylor. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Oh, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
Richardson on 3rd. Forced out to his right. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Back
to throw. Here's Sanders. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Going again here. Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. Good pickup, but he's denied that 1st down. The stop comes at the 32-yard line.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
That's caught for the 1st. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Browns.
On 1st down, here's Sanders. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Colts pick it up. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Colts keep running away with this. York now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Colts tack on 7 more to their lead.
27. Jack Fox.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. He's got room to roam. Rolling into enemy territory. Cuts right. Quinchon Judkins. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Browns making the scoreboard look a touch better. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns will trail by 25.
Browns, 34.
They're going down swinging. We see here getting ready for an onside kick. And the Colts are able to bring in the kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week and find a way to flush this, because it's just not been their kind of game.
He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Come on, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Straight ahead with Taylor. Drops by the 1st guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When no scoring in a big play on that one, it's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Cowboy 80.
Taylor now up the middle. He did well to shake off one tempo, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Browns rolling out 6 DBs. 3rd down.
Go. Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's incomplete for now. It brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on 3rd down.
Here we go, set. Like.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. Fourth down coming up.
Hey, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
The Colts ready for the punt. Jack Fox will kick it away. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. They connect on the deep shot. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
And the Browns, first down.
Let's go, let's go.
Close to the hurry up here.
46-yard line.
Sanders going to throw here on 1st. He's trying to go deep again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Sanders going to look to throw. He's loaded another one up. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Got it, ready?
Avoided one crisis on the dropped pick. Now they're facing another 3rd and long.
Let's go now. Go.
To the air on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Working quickly here.
70 Ranger.
A gain of 21 yards. First down.
He's going to throw it again. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Nick Cross has it.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts started celebrating this win a while ago.
Here we go.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Sign quarterback run here. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. Drawn up for him. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. He's drawn up for him. So the Colts get the win at home inside of Lucas Oil. So to the conference championship game, they go, Brock. A season that's already memorable, lasting at least one more week.
And that's all you want to do, survive in advance, and see what's ahead of you. Now you're in the distance.